was not the ideal summary wife.
We are on our way to Whitby. Yay! Yeah, we are on our way there. I forgot my selfie stick, so I'm having to hold everything by hand, so sorry if it's a bit wobbly. But we are just on the road bypassing York, and on the way we are gonna do some goth spotting. See if we can find any darkly inclined people. We might not until we get to Whitby, but you know, we'll wait and see. But yeah, looking forward to it. Hopefully it's going to be fun. Just had breakfast, so it's, you know, it's 9:30 in the morning. What else can I say really? Not a lot. So I'll catch up with you later. And we are now driving through Whitby.
Seen it all now, let's go.
And we're kind of, I don't know where we're going or what we're doing. We're just kind of driving around at the moment. I think we're trying to find our way to the Met, which is where we're doing the gig, but that is over the other side, near the spa where the main event is taking place. We've seen a couple of people dressed up so far.
Not even 11 o'clock.
And it's not even 11 o'clock in the morning, it's quarter to 11, sorry. And yeah, so obviously we've still got harbours here at Whitby. It was a big fishing port at one time. I think they still do fishing and stuff here. The story is that Bram Stoker came here, I believe, and there was a shipwrecked on the beach, and he obviously got the ruins.
Moby Dick.
And he wrote, he didn't write Moby Dick. The shipwreck sort of inspired him to come up with the story of Dracula, and obviously the abbey on the hillside and so on is all very, you know, it's all part of it. So we're sort of
trying to turn round at the moment. That's
yeah, trying to turn round so that we can kind of go back and find our way to where the spa is, because I know there's walking down on the harbour side. I think we can drive down there as well, so we're kind of just scooting about, and you know, everything's in a kind of very small area really in Whitby, which is quite a good thing. They can just see the abbey on top of the hill up there, I think, just disappear behind some houses. Yes, it's very, very compact little place really. That's what I like about it. Everything's close together. So it's very picturesque. Got some boats and things. So I will come back in a bit when we find our way to where we're going. And we're just going over the bridge because it's, you know, it's what
Can't turn right, so that
you
really
can't
doesn't
turn
help
right,
me.
so we're going to have to go back that way and go round the
I
other
can
way.
do what the fuck I like.
Sort of people walking about, casual holiday makers, people dressed up a bit. Yeah. People like me in disguise a bit.
Roundabout.
Yeah, I think so. Up here. Toilets. Where? Pay on entry.
Pay on entry?
Yeah.
Piss in the sea.
Oh, there's somebody dressed up all in purple. Because that's what
Have to
we do.
eliminate her then.
Yeah.
There can only be one purple.
There can only be one person in purple here. Actually, I've not got anything purple with me. I think I might have some purple lipstick in my bag, but that's it. Oh, there's a pirate there. Of course, pirates are. You know, you can't probably see much on this.
Pirate,
a ginger pirate.
What's that? What does that say?
That says disc zone. Just go down it. Permit holders only.
Is there any cameras?
No, I can't see any.
Well, we've got to go down here anyway. This is where
Where the thing is, yes. Somebody in a cloak. Because everybody wears cloaks during the day. Oh, and more gothic type people.
I reckon he's in a band.
Oh, Gothic event here. What's that? Whitby Mission.
Is that,
What? No, that's not it.
is there a guitar shop in this town?
Couldn't tell you. Haven't got a clue. Have
If
to
it
ask
hasn't, then
somebody.
it's shit.
I really don't know because it's been a long time since I've been to Whitby. It's been 20 years since I've been to Whitby. 20 bloody years. That's a long time.
Tuck your sodded mirrors in, you can get a bus through that gap.
Of course, obviously, Whitby is full of very narrow streets.
No, it's full of bad drivers.
Lots of kind of things like that, little alleyways.
They haven't accounted for the roads because they don't know how to drive.
Cottages and fishmongers because it's a fishing port.
Yeah, don't knock yourself out, John. Just take your time with that rubbish.
This is a tip of the iceberg, is it, Gray? This is just in the pavilion, which is where the main Whitby Goth Weekend event takes place. But there are loads and loads and loads and loads of fringe events on, doing lots and lots and lots of different things. There's lots of people sort of gothy, steampunky. This place has not changed a bit from when I was last here 20 years ago. Did I tell you I was here 20 years ago? Well, I was here 20 years ago, so...
You haven't told me for the last 10 minutes.
Haven't I told you that I've been here for 20 years? So yeah, it's pretty much the same as ever. So yeah, I'm just going to have a look round and see what there is.
That's it. So don't take a photograph of me.
I'm not taking a photograph of you. I'm just... Yeah, whatever. He's always complaining. But obviously this is a market, of which there is a lot, so I'm going to go for a rummage. Of course, when you're on the seaside, you've got to come to the beach and take silly photographs, of course, and just kind of enjoy it because it's lovely. And that's the North Sea, which, if you don't know, it is very cold. Okay, and somebody's been paddling in it, obviously, because that's what he does. And we've just been around the Gothic market, just having a walk along the beach. We're going to go back along the seafront, get in the car, go into town, because that's what you do. But I think it's absolutely stunning here. I really do. I love the beach anyway. But
Blob on the rocks, blob on the move. Blob on the move.
sort of. So yes, we're getting blown about a little bit, as you would. So we're just going past the Elsinore pub, which is famous for anybody, and there's a little angel, which is another one that we usually go in sometime, and there's a sort of town which you can walk down there, but obviously you can't drive down there. Because the problem with Whitby is it's all little one-way streets and it's very narrow, and there's, you know...
There's random people who can't drive and can't park.
Glingers and there's narrow streets and narrow everything, and goths and steampunky people, because there's quite a lot of steampunky people around today as well. For some reason, no, you can't go up there.
You can go up.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can. It's too
Oh,
late.
is it? So we're just arguing about where we can drive and where we can't drive, and that's part of the town, obviously, again. And I'm just, you know, coughing lungs up because I have...
You've done some exercise.
I've actually walked up some steps.
Cheers.
So, yes. Ooh. Bagdale Hall Hotel, that's what looks funky.
Do they know something?
That you don't know, probably, yeah. Because obviously the thing with Whitby is it's very hilly. You might notice that. Is it hilly? It's very hilly, isn't it? He's ignoring me now.
An angle.
It's what?
flat, but it's all at an angle.
It's flat, but it's all at an angle, which is true. It's all like up and downy things, but it's funky.
Look what you're trying to second park.
Oh, there's hospital, a police station and a hospital. Hey, you always need hospitals. Police stations. Yeah, we missed something. We're trying to find somewhere to park so we can go and get something to eat. Getting food is always a good thing, in my personal
I seem
opinion.
to have managed to go down a one-way system the wrong way again, haven't you? I tell you what, if I go fast enough, people won't see me.
Yeah, just remember you're driving my car.
I'm insured.
It's a good job, really. Right, so back in the town.
Thanks for not letting me out, you stupid cow. No wonder you got bloody chaff tattoos on your wrist.
So some lovely buildings anyway in Whitby, in their narrow streets.
You crash and kill everybody in the
Right,
car.
I'm gonna leave it here because I think I've probably done enough at the moment. We have very nice wallpaper, lovely windows, lovely bed.
The water's piping hot.
Is it? The water's piping hot in the bathroom, but we've got our own little shower room, and we've got a walk-in toilet, a walk-in wardrobe, sorry, with robes in it and pillows and everything. And come and look at this bath. I've got to show you this bath. It's beautiful. Look at that for a bath. Okay. No, you haven't. They're in the room. And I'll show you the view from the back, which is absolutely stunning. We are currently in a place called Sleets or Slights. Don't know how it's pronounced, but very, very, very pleased with this as a place to stay. It's gorgeous. So I'll catch you later. Hi, I'm all ready for the gig. All done up. Don't even know if I'm sound checking yet or not, but I thought I'd better get ready, do my hair, put my makeup on and everything. Only I've still got my walking shoes on because I've got to do a bit of walking yet, and my posh shoes are all in the car, my pikes and my new rocks, so I can decide what I'm going to wear when I get there. And yeah, we're all ready to go. See you in a bit. Sorry.
What reverse for park? Got dinner.
Yeah, they haven't got. They are. We'll go up there and park up there again.
Okay, so we are vlogging day 2 of Whitby. We're down in Whitby town again, Whitby. And even though it is 10 to 10 in the morning, there are people about, there are goths about, there are people dressed up already. You know, and it's like, well, obviously I'm not. I've washed all the hairspray out my hair, looking relatively normal now, so that's okay. Yeah, the Dracula experience is down there.
Yeah, I'm going to go there.
Okay.
Not.
Yeah, so there's a gothic event there today as well.
The bloody bank's sucking off blood out of you, and then I have to go and see a bloke do it.
Yeah, so yeah, we're just kind of driving through, going to find some parking space and go into town and have a wander around and maybe take some pictures. You know, but I mean, I think there's a proportion of people who come here to just get the picture taken. You know, it seemed like very much last night that there were the musicians and then there was everybody else at the venue, which is fine, you know, it's great, and it was nice to see everybody sort of making an effort, and because it was a masquerade thing, so obviously people were in masks, and you know, there's a lot of people in some very nice outfits, and you know, looking very interesting. So you know, I mean, it is what it is. It's a goth weekend, so people are gothing up. Back in the day, certainly 20 years ago when I was last here,
She's got bunny ears on. What's gothic?
she hasn't got bunny ears, she's got cat ears on.
Same bloody difference.
So you had, like 20 years ago, it was a case of the following day you might have had 1 or 2 people walking around dressed up, and the rest of the time was spent on the weekend. You know, certainly Saturday morning, Sunday morning, you would wear jeans, t-shirts, leather jacket and a hangover, because that was, you know, that was de rigueur for the day. So, you know, that was then, but this is now. So obviously things have changed, things have progressed, and you know, there's a lot of people wearing very off the peg stuff, and I think that's because of the general availability of stuff through the internet, which is, you know, a good thing and a bad thing. That, you know, it's swings and roundabouts, isn't it? You know, it's either things are good or things are bad, and I think it's merely more shades of grey than anything. Yeah, so it is shades of grey, whereas obviously in Whitby it's shades of black,
Purple
and
white
and crimson and scarlet and deep green and brown. There's a lot of brown about because a lot of steampunk people here.
Black rainbow.
It's like a black rainbow. Shades of black. Yeah, so yeah, we're just sort of driving around and trying to find somewhere to park that is convenient for the town.
Well, I don't have to pay. And
we don't have to pay, which I think that's too bad. I think we're going to have to pay anyway.
For goodness sake, it's even got a dead baby.
They've got
doll in his
dolls.
hand.
So yeah, we're sorry to flip the camera around, but you know, this is obviously coming back down
Why would
into
you want to
town.
carry around? That's not practical.
Why would you want to what? Oh, there's another Bothams there.
Looks like we've got Botham sorted out today, then.
Yeah. Gluten-free, real coffee. Oh, we could do with a real coffee. It's not that essential. There's the music shop.
It's not, mind you, it's not 10 o'clock.
It's not 10 o'clock now.
Well, that's-
So yeah, we've got people walking around in various states of Victoria.
How can you not park at 10 o'clock in the morning?
Whitby Goth Weekend. Need I say any more? So yeah, it's here we go, round and round and round.
Brian Talbot's got a lot of bloody answer for.
It's all Brian Talbot's fault, apparently. Well, he was from Yorkshire.
Yeah,
Right outside the Elsie. Okay. They're going to park outside the Elsie, whether, I don't know.
What does that mean? Disc zone.
The Elsie.
No permits or scratch cards.
Yeah.
No return within 2 hours. Does that mean I can park here all day?
No.
Bollocks to that. That means I've got to come back in 2 hours. I don't want to see this car for at least 3.
So we're not parking outside the Elsie. No. And we can't go
That's
down
a speed
there.
bump. It'll stop you from driving.
Anyway, we're kind of floating.
Oh, families,
families,
crying out loud.
families, steampunked families. We keep seeing the amount of Whitby I've seen by car is phenomenally more than Whitby that I've seen by foot. Oh, there's more people, more steampunky people. I think Saturday morning must be steampunk morning or something. I don't know. We were chatting to people in the hotel and they said that so this is the amount of people that we see dressed up that are sort of our sort of age. I said, yes, I said it's because we remember the music the first time round, that's why.
Missed it first time round,
And there are a lot of people who missed it first time round. I said, but there's a lot of people who have got into the steampunk thing because goth was too radical for them, perhaps. I don't know.
Colour, so they went to brown.
They went to brown, yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, there's a fair few goths that are into steampunk, so I quite like
He's
the
got a
steampunk
Cromwell
thing.
piss pot on his head. Look what he's done to it.
He's got a spiky hat. So we're going to park in the co-op because that's a very gothic thing to do. But they did have a sign in the co-op that said "Goths Welcome," which is wonderful because 20 years ago, goths were not welcome in the town.
Thursday afternoon because it wasn't Goth Weekend.
No, you weren't welcome in the town at all. It was they just saw goths as troublemakers, and they're going to leave the place a mess and not be responsible and just get drunk and fall over. And I think what the point that was missed was the fact that a lot of people who come to Whitby have spent a lot of money on their outfits and their clothing and everything, that they're too poor to drink and take drugs and cause a problem.
I wish I could afford to dress like that, but I've got a job, so I've got no money.
You're not complaining, are you, Graham?
That's all.
Okay.
Worse than the bloody model, bloody peacock. Look at me, look at me, look at me. You look like a twat, yes, but I'm secure and happy and confident in myself. You're not.
You're wearing black though, you've got a black hat on and a
You
black
look
top.
like a spastic to get attention.
See what I have to deal with.
Oh,
Anyway, I'm gonna
All right,
go
they're
because
happy,
we're gonna go
doesn't it?
walking about and stuff. And
They're happy, so it doesn't matter.
yeah, so I'll speak to you soon. Bye. It's windy. I'm just having a coffee on the seafront because that's what we do. There's obviously sea out there because it's very wet. It's very windy. And luckily we've got glass panels to kind of keep us a bit sheltered. So we're just basically using up our parking by sitting here and drinking coffee because we can, and then we're going into town to have a wander around the shops. Right, so obviously seafront, yes, because we decided not to park at the co-op back then because we wanted to come to the pavilion. So Pavilion. So we've been to the Pavilion and now we are going back into town just because we can. It's nearly lunchtime and I got a mug, I got a goth mug. It's purple and it's got bats on it. Ooh. Yeah, so yeah, merchandising, and everything. Beauty about this mug is it ain't ever gonna get broken. So unless we drive over it, it's not gonna get broken. Unless my kids steal it. So just in shot there, you see. So yeah, whale things and people sort of milling about, and oh, there we go, there's my mug gone. The Abbey, I don't know if you can see that, but the Abbey in the background, there's like a queue of people going up the steps, and there's about hundreds of people up there, so that's going to be later.
In the next hour?
Yeah, in the next hour, because Graham's going to walk up the steps.
With a walking stick, I'm going to prod every bastard that gets in my way.
And I'm going to drive up there because I'm sensible. And basically,
Bastards.
I'm lazy. I can't be bothered. It's too much like hard work just to climb up all those steps. So there's over 300 steps. I think it's 380 something steps. So no, I'm not going to do it.
Because I'm going to count them.
You're going to count them, are you?
No, not at all.
You're not? Okay, there's pirates. Pirates about. Pirates. So here we go, back into town again.
A bottle of rum.
Here we go, going down into town.
That's a
Can't
Saturday.
park. It's Saturday. You can't park there. It's a Saturday.
I'm a delivery driver. I can
Yeah,
park
yeah, and you're in mine. Whose car are you in? Oh yes, you're in mine. Yes. So let's argue
There's
about
no
driving
deliveries on
again. Why not?
Saturday.
No, I know there's no deliveries on a Saturday. Just keep kind of scrolling down. You'll find somewhere eventually. Yeah, because there's possums again. White rabbit. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, goths. Goth and a kilt. Celtic goth, you're not the only one. So, people
Well, there's a
looking
point.
fabulous.
Some people seem to have missed it.
And I think, I know it's rather like if you're in Spain and you go to you put your towel down on a thing on a you know, a sun lounger, yeah, and there's a skeleton walking through the town.
No, he's actually missing.
And so what you've got is when you obviously when you're in town. There's an army surplus store there, great.
Oh, right, after you've done
That's
it.
you sorted as well. So yeah, when you, I'll go back to the story. When you're in Spain and you have to put your towels out really early because the German people that I know and love and everything.
The disc zone.
Yeah, no return within 2 hours, no permits or
that
scratch
mean?
cards.
Does that mean I can't
I don't know, but you're in my car, remember?
Right. I've seen in the traffic wardens.
So yeah,
The Spanish story's lost.
Oh, there's two ladies in red over there. They look very pretty.
Oh,
Everybody, there's a lot of Victoriana about. So yeah, anyway, back to the story of what happens when you are in a car and you're trying to get a parking space in Whitby. It's like the sun lounges in Spain. If you don't get out early enough, you miss it. So you don't get a spot. So it's a bit like that
It's not
parking.
full of Germans, it's full of bleeding holiday makers.
It's full of holiday makers and goths. So yeah, just going to go off and look at some shops and spend more money that I haven't got and so on. And we will see you later. Hey, hello. We're in. Hey? Yeah, I know. I've got some of those at home. It's all very. We're in the Rusty Shears, which is like really funky, and it's like a gin palace. Rusty Shears. It's a gin palace come tea room cakes and things, and it's quite cool. It's quite funky. So there's lots of weird people coming in and out, as you'd expect.